If you encounter a tiger in the wilderness, how can you survive? Remember these 5 tips, which may help you escape from the tiger's mouth one day. First, do not turn around and run when you see a tiger. Even if you are a world champion long-distance runner, you have no hope of winning against a tiger running at a speed of 54 kilometers per hour. Most importantly, when the tiger sees a fast-moving object, it will instinctively chase and bite, which is almost the same as walking into a trap. At the same time, climbing a tree or going into the water is also not an option, as tigers are excellent swimmers and have strong jumping abilities, which is a natural advantage of felines. In a leap, a person clinging to a tree can be easily pulled down. Second, do not play dead. Perhaps you have heard people say that lying down and pretending to be dead when encountering a ferocious beast may help you escape. But in reality, this is no different from a sheep walking into a tiger's mouth. Once you lie down, the tiger will recognize your weakness, and it will not be so kind as to spare the food that has been delivered to its mouth. Once you lie down, you will only face the tiger's gaping jaws, and eventually, feigning death will turn into real death. Third, do not turn your back to the tiger, as this is related to their instinct to ambush. You should know that tigers, as the king of beasts, do not have the noble quality of martial virtue. Once they have identified their prey, they will slowly approach it within attack range and instantly pounce on their prey's back to prevent themselves from being hurt if the prey resists. This is the tiger's main attack method, and humans are almost powerless when facing this kind of ambush. Fourth, do not bend down. Tigers will not be scared away by your ambush actions like dogs, because humans are inherently smaller than tigers. Once you crouch down, you will only appear even smaller, making the tiger more confident in attacking you, and then it will pounce directly on you. At this point, you have no other choice but to confront it head-on. Fifth, do not bring a dog. Even the most ferocious Tibetan Mastiff is no different from a cute little kitten when facing a tiger, as this is a bloodline suppression. In addition, the taste of dog meat also has a deadly attraction to tigers. Once you and your dog are together, you may end up being shared as dinner. We should all remember the above 5 things not to do. What should we do instead? If you are a distance away from the tiger and it has not yet noticed you, you should quietly and quickly move away at the fastest speed. Don't let curiosity get the better of you and stay in place. Contact the relevant personnel as soon as possible to deal with the tiger. If, unfortunately, the tiger has spotted you and is interested in you, you must remain calm and stay still, while staring at the tiger fiercely. For wild tigers, humans are actually very unfamiliar, and at this point, it may not even consider you as prey. As a predator whose main attack method is ambush, this action will also make the tiger hesitate about whether to attack you. You should also loosen your clothes and try to make yourself look bigger and more majestic. It's best to strike a few powerful poses, then slowly back away from the dangerous area. It is especially important to keep staring at the tiger while backing away and resist the urge to run away. Otherwise, everything will be in vain. If necessary, you can also make a loud noise. According to surveys, this method has a 50% chance of scaring the tiger away, but there is also a 50% chance that the tiger will pounce on you directly. Of course, if you have a lighter on you, you can also light the flammable materials around you to drive away the tiger, but you must absolutely not bend down. If you have done all of the above and the tiger still pounces on you, do not give up resistance immediately, but tightly protect your throat and abdomen to prevent these vulnerable areas from being bitten through. The last resort is to use all the tools around you to resist the tiger head-on, but in the end, whether you live or die depends on your fate.